When I'm finished sewing, I put the pieces back on my design wall, checking with my photo to make sure that they're placed the way they originally were. I've also sewn these sections together, and so now I'm ready to sew in rows. I'm going to take this section and I'm going to put right sides together, making sure to hold in my right hand the seam that I'm going to sew. I put that next to my machine. I'm going to take section, put right sides together, holding in my hand the seam that I'm going to sew through my sewing machine. And I'm going to continue this way. I have all my pieces lined up next to my sewing machine. Right sides together. Hold the seam that I'm going to sew in my right hand and put it next to my sewing machine. Now I'm ready to sew these sections together into rows. I'm going to still use a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Pick up the two sections, right sides together. I can pin on the end here and pin here, pin in the middle, or if I feel confident enough, line up this edge, begin sewing my 1/4 inch. I like to make sure that the ends lined up like this, and I continue sewing. Check to make sure that those are still lined up. So if you don't like the idea of using pins and your pieces stay lined up, it's okay to line up the edge, chain piece. So I'm going to continue sewing these in this manner until I have all 4 rows put together. And after I've sewn those 4 rows, then I'm ready to press. After sewing my rows together, I put my blocks back up on the wall. And I check to make sure, once again, that they're in the right order, because it's very easy to get them out of order. I'm also looking at my first and my 3rd row. I'm going to take this to the iron board and I'm going to press in this direction. The 2nd and the 4th row, I'm going to press in the opposite direction. Let me take these down and show you what I mean.